Does this sound familiar to you? You keep thinking about an action or a task or a project that you want to do. You keep thinking about it, you weight every possible outcome, you rethink again, you plan, you hesitate, and before you know it, it's been days or weeks or even months that you've been stuck in this process of overthinking without actually taking any actions. And what if I was to tell you that overthinking is not really just a habit, it's actually a trauma response? My name is Faria Barlas, and I'm a chartered psychologist and business growth and success coach. And today I want to speak with you about this process of overthinking, why this happens, and what we can do to overcome it. I'm going to give you a simple 3 minutes body-based shift that will help you break the cycle and step into taking some actions without feeling anxiety or without overriding your body and without burnout. So I want you to think about overthinking, not as actually overthinking itself. So I want you to understand that this has nothing to do with your mind. This has nothing to do with you needing to constantly overthink, but this has everything to do with you not feeling safe. So it's to do with you not feeling safe to act. So if you're constantly in your mind and if you're constantly overthinking and staying in your head, then you don't really have to take actions. So this is especially applicable if taking action has been sort of anxiety provoking, or if taking actions may make you wonder whether or not you're going to get it done right, or whether you're going to be criticized, or you're going to not do it perfectly, and then as a result you will be sort of rejected. So there are many reasons as to why your nervous system might be triggered and why your body and your nervous system is using overthinking as a way to protect you. One of them is the freeze mode. So this is your body's response. So this is when your body is in survival and it's scanning constantly for any threat because it doesn't believe that you're fully safe to step into action. The other reason can be perfectionism. And again, perfectionism is not a personality trait. It's again another it's another trauma response. So especially if you grow up in an environment where producing something that if it was anything less than perfect would have resulted in you being criticized, then you tend to kind of stay with over planning, overthinking, and not actually taking actions. The other reason is disconnection from your body, because overthinking is a process that's taking place in your head, whereas taking action is a process that your body has to be engaged with. So for as long as you're staying in your head, you don't really have to take action. So you see, these are all different strategies to keep you safe by not allowing you to take actions, because taking action is perceived to be a threat or dangerous. So the 3 minutes body-based shift is all about moving away from your head and dropping into your body. So it would be, before making any decisions, what you need to do is bring your attention and your focus to your body, because that's where you're going to be taking aligned action from. So this could look like you maybe standing up and shaking your hands and taking a few deep breaths. Anything basically that would bring your attention to your body, anything that move you away from staying in your head and overthinking and tapping into your body would do. So this little exercise is just simply you standing up, paying attention to your body, shaking your hands and taking a deep breath. That will do it as a first step. So as we know, overthinking happens in your head. So we are trying to bring the attention back into your body. So the next step 2, would be what I call 3 minutes rule. So what it looks like is, I want you to set a timer for yourself just for 3 minutes to take a very micro action. So what this does is that this opens a little bit of a window, and hopefully it will create a momentum. But because it's only 3 minutes, it's not overwhelming. So it doesn't get you to shut down, or it doesn't get you to feel overwhelmed. And step 3 is what I call a good enough decision rule. So basically, instead of asking yourself, is this right? Is this, you just ask yourself, is this good enough for now? So we are trying to move away from getting things done in a perfect way, but actually taking actions, align actions, and creating momentum. Because perfectionism keeps you stuck in overthinking. Because if you're constantly thinking about how I can make this better, or is this right or perfect, then you will never get out of the overthinking cycle. So what's important to remember is progress can happen as a result of movement. It doesn't come from a place of over planning, overthinking, and just constantly being stuck in your head. So if you are feeling stuck with a task, I want you to try this today. So try this 3 minutes exercise where you take on something, nothing big, just a task that you've been overthinking about. And I want you to try to create a little bit of a sense of safety for your body. If it's, through shaking, your hands, or taking a few deep breaths, or paying attention to your body, or, how it's sitting, just bringing your attention to your body, and then creating that 3 minutes timer where you just take actions for 3 minutes, and seeing if you can create a little bit of a momentum. And basically what we want is just taking one action for 3 minutes. Try this out, see how this feels for you, and if this resonates, feel free to subscribe or send a video to somebody who may benefit from it. I will also leave a freebie link for you in the description box, where you can just click and help yourself to a free audio and worksheet to actually get into this in more depth and working with your freeze or overthinking a little bit more.